Hello everybody, welcome to Mountain Crypto. This is your host Shane Ripley. We're doing simultaneously a podcast and also the YouTube video. So I had my camera turned off for some reason a minute ago, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. We just want to tell you it's a beautiful day here in the San Diego mountains. I'm your host Shane Ripley. If I didn't already say that, our disclaimer is we don't give financial advice. We don't give any kind of advice. So with that, today's show, we're going to get into the top 10. We'll look at the gainers. I didn't see any real big losers, but we'll look again and see if something popped up. And then we're going to do a quick review for our Crypto 101 of the AntRouter. It's been out for quite a while, but kind of a good beginner topic. So with that, we'll move right into our top 10. Bitcoin's, of course, the market capitalization, that's number one. It's up 5.7%, going for 7,422 USD. Second, we got Ethereum. Ethereum was buy, according to the TAs that I listened to, for whatever that's worth, at 400 and under, and we lost that opportunity. It's at 405 today, up 4.88%. You got Ripple is really booming, I guess, 8.45%. I'm not a big Ripple fan, just for information. Bitcoin Cash is up 6.73% at $711. We got Litecoin is up 6.32% at 126. We got EOS in at number 6. It's up 3.46. We got Stellar up at 5.8%. We got Cardano up at 6.7%. Neo, a lot of Neo fans out there, going for $52 USD, and it's at 7.33%. IOTA's up 4.83%, and 11 Monero, a lot of Monero fans out there, up 4.3%. We see Tether is down a tiny bit, 0.12%. Some people are interested in that. It's 99 cents USD. And we have Tron fans out there, so Tron is up 2.5%. So that's good. Looks like hopefully it's going to find a point of stabilization. So with that, let's take a look at the top winners and losers. And here we go. We got number one, Lightning Bitcoin. It's up 127%. TravelFlex is up 59%. Mobius is up 57%. Flix, FLIXXO, is up 55%. Steam Dollar's up 53%. Energo is up 44%. Verge is up 43%. I know there's a lot of Verge fans out there. Litecoin Cash, number 9, 43%. Gotta get my glasses here. BlockTix is up 42%. Let's see, Steam is up 28% at number 16. There's one that I recognize. Let's see, Zencash is up 19, almost 20%. That's at number 24. Those are the biggest names I see. And under losers, I don't really see anything that's real recognizable here. There's one called Zilla, it's down 10%. There's a lot of them down. I don't recognize any of these names on the top 30. So Karma Coin is down 5%. I think I've heard that before. So if there's a coin that you're really interested in, I can keep an eye on it. But other than that, I'm not going to spend any more time on the losers. They're not really super recognized coins. So let's see here. We're going to check out a news article. It's on the Bitcoin Lightning Network. We talked about that the other day. They started doing their, I guess you could call it their test net. They're doing it, they're using it, but it's not open to the general public yet. And they've actually had 22 attacks. And the attacks are not getting the money, but it's showing that there's a security breach. And the article, I want to give credit to who's writing it here. It is written by Alyssa Heretig, and I've read a lot of her articles on here and shared little quotes from them. She does some good articles. This was written today, April 3rd, 2018, and that's on CoinDesk.com. So anyway, just kind of a quick summary of the article about the attacks. They're talking about the vulnerability. They're talking about how they can actually, some of these attacks actually lock it up so that the transfers that are this Lightning Network is supposed to speed up the transfers and all of this. So they're talking about the pros and cons and how they're finding fixes for this. So I do believe that it's a good thing that they're getting attacked now, and that they can actually find the weaknesses and find fixes to be able to deal with them. So that is encouraging. There was another article here about Ethereum that was kind of interesting. We were talking about Ethereum the other day, a couple days ago, but basically it was talking about all the extra coins that they were putting out, and I think it was the CEO said that he put that out, that he was going to make 1 million plus whatever, almost doubling the coins, as kind of a April Fool's, to see how people accepted it. And I didn't read the article or anything, but that's the thing you got to watch out for, is when a company does that, because it will really lower the value of your coin. So that's why it's so speculative. You just never know how things are going to go. So that's it for the news tidbits. This is kind of a 101. If you're already mining Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, you probably will laugh at the AntRouter, because it really doesn't make you any money at all, to be honest. But if you just want to play around and earn a little Bitcoin, there's different ways of doing it. Some people will sign up to some of these websites. I don't recommend any of them, by the way. I think they're all pretty much a joke. I've played around on them early on. And they have like minerfarm.com, and they have, Bitcoin this and Bitcoin that. And usually what they do is you look at these ads, or you sign on every so often, or you review something, and you get paid Bitcoin. But you get paid in Bitcoin in Shitokis, which are like this tiny fractional, like for example, I had like 2,000 of them, and I don't even think it was worth $2 at the price of Bitcoin, when it was even higher than it is right now. So like these little things that offer free Bitcoin and stuff like that, they're usually a waste of your time at best, and a scam at the worst. So I wouldn't recommend any of those type of sites at all. Also, sites where you pay to have the mining done for you, and I'm not going to mention any by names, but all in all, if Bitcoin is raging strong, then they seem to make money. They appear to make money. And some of them will let you get in with just a very, $100 or a very small initial investment. And, they quote a lot of people that say how much money they're making. That doesn't really happen. When the market goes down, you start losing money. I have played around with one site and checked out a lot of them. And honestly, I wished I hadn't put any money into it. I think it was a waste of money. You'd be better off laddering your Bitcoin, or getting your own GPU miners, or if you're into ASICs, there's ASIC miners. They're very expensive. So that's my recommendation. So this is a great way if you just wanted to. This little router here plugs in. Just it's the AntRouter miner, and it's dedicated to Litecoin. So you plug this thing in, and you can just plug in a regular network plug right here to your router, and then to this router, or you can use this. You can use the USB and do it that way. And what it will do is it'll sit there and it'll hash out, and I can't even remember how many. I don't even know if it's a mega hash. I think it's giga hash or something. It's hardly anything. So like I've been running this, just experimenting with it since probably January. They're $59 on the Bitmain site. I don't get any money for talking about this or anything, but If you want to make money, I probably wouldn't buy one. If you just want to play with Bitcoin and you don't want to get on those crummy sites, and they're just garbage sites, honest to God, and waste your time and get really heartached about it, but you want to play around with it and see what it's all about, but you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on GPUs, you don't want to spend, you know, $500 to $1,000 on an ASIC miner, 59 bucks, you get to play around. So you get this thing, you plug it in. I couldn't find the original instructions. This is instructions off another one that I have, but basically they give the instructions how to you'll log into the ant pool on the Bitmain site. They have another sub site called ant pool. You can get on there. This is, as far as I know, you can exclusively only mine on ant pool with this particular one. The other Bitmain products and miners, ASIC miners, you can go to Simple Miner, Nice Hash, or any of those other ones. I'm not recommending one over the other, but you can go to any of those and mine more profitably. So since January, how much money have I made? Wow. I think I looked at it today and it's not even $2. So, you know, it's pennies. You're making pennies worth of Litecoin with this. But in the process, you go on your computer, you log into the ISP, and you set up a miner on this, and they give you a little, I couldn't find it, but it's a little fold up instructions. You almost got to have a microscope to read the words. They're so small if you've got to use cheaters like I do. But what it does is it gets you in the footsteps of seeing how to program it onto your computer, get it set up, and then you set it up to pay into your you know, you might want to use your Coinbase wallet, and it'll pay right into your Litecoin wallet. So, and then it gives you a record of the payments. It only makes the payments when it gets up to a certain amount of Bitcoin. I don't know what it is, but it usually sends me out a payment about once a month, and it's anywhere from, depending on the price of Bitcoin, anywhere from 12 cents to a quarter that it mines every month, right about. So that's kind of a quick review. Once I get better you know, video equipment and abilities to do with the camera and stuff, I'll try to go in and do some screenshots and things like that. I've been looking at different screenshot videos and software, I mean, and my computers are kind of old, so they don't really support that stuff. So that's something I'll have to look at doing in the future. And that's about it on the review for the AntRouter. If you have any questions, you can contact me on Facebook. It's under my name, Shane Ripley. You can tweet us on Twitter. We're at Mountain Crypto 1, and we're also on Tether under Mountain Crypto, 2 words. And you know, we have the podcast and the YouTube videos coming out pretty regular, trying to keep the content out there. And maybe tomorrow we'll do a quick trip and visit the Mountain Crypto Ranch here and take a look at the chicken coop over there just for grins and giggles. So with that, this is Shane Ripley, your host with Mountain Crypto, saying over and out.